Слава Україні, слава нації і кожному відоме продовження.
Кохайтеся чорнобриві та не з москалями, з одеситами кохайтесь з васильківчанами, кохайтеся з львів'янами, з франківськом любіться, затискайтесь з киянами в херсонських теплицях, кохайтеся чорнобриві з чернігівчанами, маріупольців цілуйте спраглими губами, притуліться до притули, як тернопіль.
Hey YouTube, this is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists from around the world, both established artists and non-established artists. And I promise you that you won't be disappointed whatsoever. So why don't you come and join me in discovering amazing, talented artists and bringing it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. Now, my first reaction of today, we're going to go over to Ukraine. Heil has released a new track a couple of days ago. And I believe it's called Love Chonobrovi. Or is it Love Chonobrovi? I think it's Love Chonobrovi. In the description page, there's a couple of things that I'd like to read out before we start. So let me start straight away, shall we? It says, I set out to use the materials of forgotten Ukrainian film materials to receive the memory of Ukrainians and remind us of the wonderful artists who contributed in our culture. When the piece Chonobrovi collected more than 12,000 user likes in TikTok, and I'll put the link down in my description page as well as this what I'm reading out. It became clear that the song was full. I started searching and found the movie Moscow Wizard with Ruslani Pisanki in the main role. Now, I'll read the other half after my reaction to her song. Like I said, I don't know what it's about. There isn't English subtitles, so if you can send me the lyrical content, I'll be more than happy to put it in the description page, once again, as I always do. And I'd like to say thank you so much for the amazing support that I am getting and so much information. If you want to jump in on the conversation, then please just leave a comment and I'll respond back to it. And if you don't believe that, just check out all the comments that have been left in various musics and you see that I have indeed responded back to every single one of you guys. So I'd like to say thank you so much for your amazing comments and your amazing support as well. And talking about support, look, if you go to my Instagram account, you don't need to follow me, but there is various links that I'd be more than happy to share with you guys. Or indeed, you can go to my community page as well. There's a number of links that I'm more than happy to share with you guys on various projects and interactions that you can have with various artists that's doing a number of things in aid of Ukrainians. So please, by all means, do so. Like I said, I'd be more than happy to show you those links. I put them on my community page anyway, but like I said, if you want to want to find out more, then I'd be more than happy to, show you the link which is left by various different artists doing a number of amazing humanitarian things. So look, if you haven't done already, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification button to indicate to you where my next uploads will be. Anyway, without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music, plus your support. Can you dig it?
Слава Україні, слава нації і кожному відоме продовження.
Кохайтеся чорнобриві та не з москалями, з одеситами кохайтесь з васильківчанами, кохайтеся з львів'янами, з франківськом любіться, затискайтесь з киянами в херсонських теплицях, кохайтеся чорнобриві з чернігівчанами, маріупольців цілуйте спраглими губами, притуліться до притули, як тернопіль ніжно, в горах сонячної Ялти, в Ужгороді сніжні, майданчиком ходять ніжки в шкарпетках Житомир, дочекайтесь харківчани, зацілуйте вдома, чорнобриві кохайтеся в Ірпіні і в Бучі, про любов Дніпра й Луганська хай реве ревучий.
Слава Україні, слава нації і кожному відоме продовження.
Чорні брови, рідні очі, я вишиваних бачу серед ночі, рідна кров, всі калини, тече Дніпро, як венами країни. Дякую, мам, дякую, тат, що пустили в світ сміливих хлопців та дівчат, що наперекір сумнівним теоріям, дядька Фрейда, вчителі рядки пророка писали на серці крейдою. Дякую, що в цій країні шепечуть на солов'їні в час, коли навіть круки відлітають в теплі країни.
країни. Ми повинні боротися, і ми
I
переможемо.
like the way how you
Слава Україні!
killed so much
Кохайтеся чорнобриві та не з москалями, з одеситами, кохайтесь васильківчанами.
like ідеально coming
Кохайтеся
in.
з львів'янами, з франківськом любіться, затискайтесь киянами в херсонських теплицях.
So that was Jerry Heil with Love Choronabovi. I hope I'm pronouncing the name right. From the movie, the edited parts from the movie, and I've got it here, Moscow Wizard with Ruslani Pисанки in the main role. There is some more, so as promised, I'm going to read out the second half of that's in the Jerry Heil's description page. So it says, everything was perfect, a proud figure of independence, Ukrainian women, is it a muscative fool? Like a visual broadcast of I don't know how to pronounce this, but I'm going to go for it. Shevchenko's testament. And as a few weeks after the start of preparation, we learned about the tragedy. Ruslani Pисанки passed away. Oh, apologies to hear that. Now, the video work is also an institution to appreciate your genius and talents for life. Ruslani had done a lot for Ukrainian cinema. We are also waiting for the release of her extreme, still unfinished work, the cinema's Demons. Okay, so that's something to look forward to as well. So, like I said, I didn't know the lyrical contents of what Jerry Heil was saying, so I'll be really appreciated if you did send that over to myself. But it certainly warrants you to look at the yesteryear's influences, what brought us today in today's generation. You know, it's almost like you can't have yesterday without having tomorrow, or can't have tomorrow without having yesterday. You know, you learn from each other. So what was done and documented in the past, that certainly cannot be forgotten. Like all things, you know, it's just that kind of, it's that schematics. You certainly can't forget about the past. You can't. How can you grow into the future if you forget about the past? So these things should be certainly passed down to generations, or passed up to generations, because these things can't be lost. They certainly can't. It certainly makes me want to go back into watching, you know, the black and white films, and just to see, you know, history, I suppose. But I know there's much more than what I saw that meets the eye. That's why I need the lyrical contents. From a person outside looking in, so to speak. But overall, I'm looking forward to all your comments and to be educated upon this piece. And that's Jerry Heil. She's an amazing artist, as you all know. And I know whatever it is, it's been cleverly written. And for that reason, I salute you. Boom!
Переможемо. Слава Україні!